In defense of Everglade pythons, written assessment. I'd like to look at these second two pieces. We're going to make sure we've read the entire text carefully, and we're going to think about how the question relates to the text. So the question is, did Maris convince you that pythons should be allowed to stay in the Everglades? Explain, cite text evidence to support your answer. And now we're going to go back and review our notes. From a learning point of view, reviewing your notes is an outstanding way to learn. It gives you a chance to do a concept check your memory, remind yourself of things, and I think it's a great process. So I want to encourage you to go back to your notes often. In this case, we're going back to find specific evidence. So does Maris convince us? So I'm going to be going back to the part with the rank and write to see if Maris has convinced me. And I'm going to be using these summaries that I've already made to see where I should focus my attention. So I'm looking over these summaries, and this was the one that I thought was the most important summary from the first day. So this could be a piece of evidence that I use. So I'm going to copy it with Control-C, and I'm going to paste it into my document. Perhaps this is a piece of evidence that I'll use. And then I'm going to look back at my second day. Python's day 2. And perhaps there's some evidence here that I might use. So right now I'm just reviewing what I've read. I'm reading back over my summaries, thinking about how the question, am I convinced that pythons should be allowed to stay? Or am I not convinced? Should they be killed? Well, this one looks pretty good. We should try to love the pythons. That looks like her argument. Oh, and here's another one. This one looks really good too, and this is what I voted on as A. I'm going to use my strategy of looking for the longest sentence as a good way to find something that's important. It's a pretty long sentence. I think this one might be a little bit longer. Not really. I'm going to use this one anyway. I think this is what she's saying. Okay. So here I have two choices. These are the two A's from my previous reading. And so this is how to find best evidence. Now I have to choose between these two pieces of evidence, what I might use in my paper. I did that by going back to the reading I'd already done and looking at my rank and write.